Welcome to this playthrough for Divinity 2 Developer's Cut. And I got a couple of things I'd like to go ahead and say about this setup currently. Well, the first is that I had to boot into Windows to play this. Now, I don't think I have to stay completely in Windows for it, but basically Linux looks like it can run it with Wine or with Lutris or anything of that nature. There is a lot of stuff you have to do to get it to work, and it does work, but there's one fairly vital thing that does not work under Linux, and that's all the cutscenes. And no matter what I try to do, I couldn't get cutscenes to work with it. So, you know, it is what it is right now. So I'm in Windows, so we can see the cutscenes, and there's at least a couple of them here to begin with. The second thing, this game is not designed with a controller in mind. Having said that, however, I do have a controller hooked up with a program I believe is called Anti-Micro X. But there's a bug in the game, so what you got to do is you got to launch the game, Alt-Tab out, plug your controller in, and then fire up the Anti-Micro X, and then you can use your controller just fine. Now, it's not perfect because I still have to use like mouse and the menus and whatnot, but that's okay. Anyway, enough talking. Let's get into Divinity 2 and see what basically the sequel to Divine Divinity and Beyond Divinity would be considered basically an interlude, I guess. So let's get into it. Alright, so here's the character creation screen. Give me a minute, I'll just fire up this real quick.
I triggered something, but what? Feel my wrath!
Guess that's what we'll go with.
Here we are, Farglow, the place where our disciples become true dragon slayers. And today, the honor is yours. You'll have to see for yourself. Don't be so apprehensive. You'll be fine. This is a momentous step in every slayer's life, but few have fared badly afterwards. They are quite simple. Seek out the men and women who reside here and benefit from their knowledge. That may sound a bit vague, but don't worry. Farglow will explain itself. Though I should very much like to enter the village again, I am forbidden to do so. Only once in their lives may dragon slayers enter it, as disciples. In any case, it would be imprudent to join you. This is a part of the journey each slayer must walk alone. Not completely, no. After the initiation, we will head back to Rivertown, where the ritual will come to its conclusion. But let's talk about that on the Zeppelin when we head back, shall we? Good luck, Slayer.
Alright, so obviously it's not perfect because I have to use the mouse to navigate the conversations, but hey, it works. Oops, if you hit the right button.
I can understand why you'd want to come talk to me, but no. Can't tell you more than what Commander Rhodes told you. Well, the big dragon purges took place during the decade that followed the Great War against Damien, the Damned One. As you know, most Dragon Knights were killed during that period. Dragon Slayers became a small group of elite warriors as opposed to the army they once were. Occasionally, a Dragon Knight would surface and the Slayers would head out. 8 years ago, I fought my first. Geldor, he was called. Lord of the Five Spears. We trapped him in the dungeons beneath his castle, so he couldn't take his dragon form. Did his cognomen proud, he did, for many were skewered by his fearsome javelins. In the end, though, my arrows found his gut, and others' swords tore his chest. One, at least, a female. She has left a trail of mutilated Slayer corpses behind her over the years. We'll get her yet, though. She's bound to turn up sooner or later. It doesn't matter if it takes another century of searching. The last of the Dragon Knights, the betrayers, will be found and will be slain. Best of luck.
Go on then. Don't tarry. We haven't got all day, you know.
Oh, okay, my bad. By the way, this is the same engine used in the Elder Scrolls games. The Gamebryo engine. So, if it looks a little familiar, that might be why. We do have it at extreme detail settings right now.
The disciple arrives. Let me bid you a fond welcome to Farglow. And I commend your patience. Most slayers loathe being referred to as a pupil. Such a belittling word, disciple is, wouldn't you say, for one who has since the age of 10 been groomed to become the elite of man's warriors. But don't you worry, you'll earn the title of Dragon Slayer soon enough. Couldn't have put it better myself. In fact, I have but one thing to add. Morgana is waiting by the waterfall. Find her, and the purpose of this day shall become crystal clear. The Archmage. She's an intimidating woman, to be sure, but pleasant enough in her own way. Her laboratory is at the back of the village, next to the Divine Memorial Flame. Oh, several people, but she'll send you on your way after her part of the ritual. The others probably won't share more than a few words with you until they know you've visited Morgana. As the name says, it's a shrine that bears a flame in honor of the divine. The bowl in which the flame was lit is held aloft by stone dragons. This design symbolizes the burden they carry on their shoulders, the guilt that was heaped upon them when they killed the divine.
Oh, okay.
And you, Slayer.
Maybe I should actually read the manual. Anyway. At the end of the map, it looks like.
Welcome to Farglow, Slayer. It's what the imps used to call the place when it was first built.
You don't look like an imp.
They were used to black and star-dotted skies only, but From then on, they saw fires glow from afar. Somehow, the settlers learned of the name their hamlet went by, and soon they adopted it themselves. Farglow used to be a small hunter community, until it was destroyed by the Black Ring during the Great War. When the war was over, a group of powerful wizards and warriors chose to build a secret retreat where once the town had stood because of its remote location. Now a handful of villagers live here again. We tend to the houses and do all kinds of little chores for them. In return, we can live a quiet life up here, safe and far away from the evils that roam the lands. Bye, Slayer.
Now, what the heck? I thought... Okay, yeah, I probably do need to read the manual.
Before daydreaming this, and I've got the feeling old Morgana will agree.
Interesting.
No! To combine that brew with last night's herbal distillation might cause an implosion. Try it anyway. You can be so irresponsible sometimes. That's easy for you to say. You can't die a second time. Good to see you, disciple. I am Morgana, the Archmage of Farglow. No, of course I wasn't. I was talking to Torrin, the ghost of a long-dead mage. No need to give me that look, either. You'll soon see him for yourself. But let's turn to the reason you are here. The ritual that will make you a true dragon slayer. To be a slayer is to hate the dragon, but also to understand it. No other order in Rivellon takes the old military adage, know your enemy, quite so seriously as the Academy does. To attain this goal, I will infuse you with the memories of dragons. It will make you understand their language, motives, powers, and weaknesses. It will also color your eyes silver, the noted characteristic of the Slayer, which will enable you to see the spirits of the dead. The ritual has a side effect, but nothing can be done about that.
Oh, good. Side effects. Love those.
Quite so. You could call it a perk that comes with the power of the memories. Everyone can see the living dead, of course, those poor souls that have fallen prey to necromancers. But to see the ghosts of those long dead is a precious ability, and will prove useful more frequently than you may think. The real drawback is this. The spell was not originally designed for the brain of a human, so to make place for it, you will lose your active knowledge of your years as a slave. It's unpleasant, I realize that. But a slayer needs those dragon memories in order to operate. The only comfort is that your powers still persist on a subconscious level, so you'll regain your skills rather quickly. Becoming a dragon slayer is a harsh occurrence, but you'll become one of Rivellon's greatest heroes. The memories not only give you more insight and knowledge than a man could absorb in a century of unbroken study, they also protect you from mind attacks the dragons perform. Without that, you'd be a puppet doing their bidding. But now, you have equal mental strength, so dominance in combat can be achieved. Then prepare to become a dragon's lair. And that's that. You might experience some dizziness for a while, some disorientation perhaps. The journey starts again, my friend. Your path is an empty page ready to be filled with tales of wonder, of adventure. But before you trot out of here in search of dragons and distinction, make sure you meet the veterans here. Alberic, Aravir, and Gawain know more about their trade than anyone you are likely to meet. And don't forget Isabel. The gift she will share with you, aside from the dragon memories, is the most prominent one you'll receive in Farglow.
I guess I'll ask this.
No, they haven't. Your training has made you a force to be reckoned with, and has shaped a mind that rivals the wise teachers of old. Lesser people would be driven mad by the dragon memories. Only one as arduously trained as yourself can absorb them. Take comfort in the fact that slayers like Rode and Marius have faced the same ordeal and went on to become mighty warriors. Divine blessing, Slayer. The last ingredient needed to achieve the effect of luminosity still eludes me.
Maybe we could add some fireflies.
That might solve the brightness issue, but wouldn't exactly improve the taste.
What's the matter with you? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Ah yes, there's that famous wit of his. Slayer, meet Toril.
So formal, yet relaxed. Most are chilled to the bone the first time they see a phantom. Most ghosts you'll meet are there because of unfinished business. The strength of their will not to move on until that business is settled is what binds them to the material world. In my case, it was my passion for alchemy. I will not find tranquility until I have fathomed all its innermost enigmas. Could take a while still. Why, the Hall of Echoes, of course. Don't tell me you've never heard of it.
It's a transitional place between our world and the next. Rumor has it your memories are eaten away so that you can enter the afterlife unburdened by the sorrows of this life.
An unnecessary precaution, if you ask me. I have mostly fond memories of my time in Rivellon. You know where to find me.
How is that medicine coming along?
General Luxurious shall soon feel
Well.
like she's 20 again.
Interesting.
Yes, which is not such...
Did he just like autosave? I think it did. Notice the animations are a little choppy in this.
Prince who became a slayer turned novice, so it goes. Remember, gold may be wet, but silver is power.
Haven't seen you around here before. Enjoy your time in Farglow.
We should talk to the veterans in the village and a woman named Isabel. Okay, looks like they're in the center there. Okay. Oops.
Don't mind me, Slayer. I just take care of the piggies here. Can't teach you no special magics. Something like that. Me and my husband Tom work at Farglow's pig farms. Though I'm the one doing the actual herding, he's more the town's cook. I like it that way because I enjoy the outdoors. And Tom, he just likes to stick close to the cask of ale in the kitchen. Bye, Slayer.
That's all nice and good, but I want to figure out what's this thing about, so this is the illusionist, huh? Anyway, I want to see this thing with all the freaking imps looking like humans. What's up with that?
I see you have met Morgana. That means we can proceed. Do me a favor and think of something, anything, but don't speak aloud.
Oh yeah, definitely going this one.
I'm flattered, but I'm afraid this is neither the time nor the place for frivolities and frolicking. Surprised? Surely you have heard of the gift of mind reading that dragon slayers possess. Maybe you have also wondered how they come by such an amazing ability. The answer is easy. I bequeath it to them. It was a skill given to dragons only until a scroll was discovered that bore the spell. A slayer found it among the ruins of a Dragon Knight's citadel tower, and we have used it ever since. Of course, it is one of the reasons you are here. Now stand still and look into my eyes. The secrets of old shall be revealed to you. Nice try, but you can get out of my head now. Not even Morgana can read my mind. Be aware, though, strong minds are difficult to read and come at a cost. So you will have to work on your skills if you want to perfect this art. Fare thee well, Slayer.
Okay, time out. Did you just see that? It just said, it said achievement. That is interesting. So it's in the game. Okay, that's awesome. I didn't think I was going to get any achievements because I thought that'd be like a Xbox only thing. Well, how about that? Well, actually, while I'm thinking about it, let me save. Neat. But I have to talk to this guy.
Interested in archery? I'll tell you all about it if you like. I'm Aravir, a ranger born and bred. Archery is my occupation and my passion, and it could be yours as well. Way of the ranger is the one of the hunter, the woodsman. March to this art, and the enemy will never even see you come. You walk the wilds quietly as the deer. You will strike with the force of wolf fangs. Just make sure you are always the one doing the hunting, and not the rabbit that stumbles into the snare. Have a great initiation, Slayer.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that.
What? Oh, the newborn. Yes, I'm Alberic the wizard. So, magic, you know, I recommend it and such.
Yeah, that was convincing.
I don't have all day. My experiments, they keep me very busy.
But fine, go ahead. I'll indulge you. First of all, the Slayer wizards are no fairy tale cliches. No toe-tickling beards and silly hats. They are warriors, like all the others in the Order. However, their weapons are the physical expression of the powers of the mind. Those who command these forces can vanquish all foes that they literally put their minds to. Of course, even the strongest intellect may be exhausted if used improperly, so it's up to the mage to see that this doesn't happen. Oh, many things. I'm currently trying to make the metaphysical physical, which is turning out to be quite a challenge. Then there's the perpetuum mobile, and the turning of base materials into gold. I think the combination of the two would make for especially interesting results. Sure. Now shoot. I'm busy.
Okay, I see. The locked portion there. I met Isabel. Okay. I already talked to her.
Hi, friend. Here's hoping your initiation fares well. Bye, Slayer.
Yeah, I talked to her. I should kill that chicken. That would have been interesting. Get stuck. Spark your boy. There's got to be a warrior around here somewhere. There we go.
Your eyes shine brighter than they did before you came to Farglow, Slayer. Gawain's the name. Old Paladin of the Divine Order. My life has always been that of the blade. It is an art I will teach you, should you want me to. It is an order of paladins, founded by the Divine after his ascension to demigod. We have fought the Black Ring in all its forms ever since, until the Great War and the Divine's death at the hand of a dragon knight. Just thinking about it still makes my blood boil. You Slayers do commendable work. Exterminating the betrayers is a just cause indeed. Only one more of the beasts to go, I have been given to understand. I hope you will contribute to its demise. It is the noblest path a Slayer can follow, and the most satisfying. Each enemy is killed up close and personal. You can feel and taste the blood that comes with each victory. Study the skills that come with the territory, and you and your weapon of choice will become an unstoppable harbinger of death. Excellent. I'll give you the warrior powers and a sword. Find Sonia. She provides the live targets around here.
Okay. Only war choices left. Oh, okay. I see. Alright, yeah, I'll take the experience. Okay.
Look at you. Not a scar on your rosy skin. You're a newborn if ever I saw one.
Well, if I chose Scarface, then I'd have a scar.
Well spoken. Not everyone has that attitude so soon after the memory ritual. The best thing to do is to get back in the saddle as quickly as possible. Just say the word, and I'll give you something to fight. No, you can change disciplines as much as you like. Alberic, Aravir, and Gawain don't mind. But you can only have one of the discipline spells on you when you leave the village. Warrior, Wizard, or Ranger. Later you can train all three paths again if you like. It's a good way to get started, to relearn moves and skills quickly. As you know, some swear by the sword, others by the bow, and still others by magic. But you were well versed in all three paths, so once you are out on missions, you can combine your skills as much as you like. The most important thing is defeating the enemy. How you do that is entirely up to you. Very well. I'll summon you some goblins to carve up.
Oh, goody. So we done. You gotta get to loot the bodies. Look at that. We'd like to mix it up a little bit with some healing magic. Okay, well, I think that's pretty much it.
Back for more, are you? Always welcome, Slayer.
Alright, well, I mean, there's definitely some more, I need to look into some more stuff. I actually wasn't expecting this whole achievement system to actually be in place, which is really neat. So, that's awesome. Okay, got Peeping Tom achievement. And there's still a lot of other stuff. Dragon Knight, Chicken One. Some of them are actually listed, that's nice. Alright, so I'm definitely going to have to look into this a little bit more. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to go ahead and save over this. Yep. Alright. And I think that'll do for now. We'll just call this an introduction to Divinity 2. And basically the land of Farglow. I think one of the achievements is basically go see the illusionist and change your appearance. So, but I think you can do that pretty much at any time. You don't have to do it just here. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care.